taking those toys with you?
When Ron and Sue Stewart have a day off together, they make the most of it. And that means one thing: quality time with the children. They worry their 2-year-old daughter Spencer and 5-month-old son Mason suffer from a quality time deficit.
Over here. Oh.
You want me to fall down? It's so hard for me to get back up. Ah! When you have to work, when you're balancing your duty to an employer and your duty to your family, you do feel like, yeah, there's something missing here.
One of the hardest things for the Stewarts to do was to put Spencer and Mason in childcare.
You know, I certainly feel guilty at times, thinking, should I not be working? Am I taking away from what my kids need and really want?
The Stewarts turn to their pediatrician, Marjorie Hogan, for advice.
You know, in this day and age, a lot of us are working parents, and one of the most important things that I can do for you is reassure you that you've made good choices. You've got good daycare, and the time you spend with your children is truly quality time. Let's be honest, it's hard for all of us to take a child to someone else to be cared for. We know that we can do the very best job. Many of us do work in or outside the home, and please don't be guilty. You're doing the best thing that you can for your child, working hard at your job, providing quality child care, and then ensuring that there's quality time at home to enjoy.
I noticed that the more time that I spend with, especially my daughter, when it's time for me to go to work, those usually not good times for her, you know, and that's all because she has now built up an expectation for me to be there to spend a certain amount of time with her, and she wants to get her quota time.
If you as a parent have raised expectations for your child and they anticipate things eagerly or with quiet joy, it's important to follow through on that.
I saw the stripe of bluish blue.
My bathing suit had a blue stripe too.
I heard the sea.
Even if we're really busy and running around, which we tend to do sometimes, we always make sure there's time for at least one book a night before bedtime.
Dr. Hogan says it's the things you find time for every day that will strengthen the bond with your children.
It's the kinds of things that you do. Now remember what Mom and Dad did with me, the books that we read, the rituals, the things that families do that define what a family is. I think that's great.
Dr. Hogan believes these kinds of daily rituals are valuable for parents too.
Not to say we're not tired when we get home, but somehow that time with your child can be rejuvenating, and you really know this is what it's all about.
Another way of spending quality time with the kids is bringing them into the kitchen and cooking with them. Of course, this only applies to children who are old enough to help and to learn from the experience.
Children can learn about good nutrition, they can learn about cleanliness and hand washing and all the important other health advice that we give them, and they can see how families work together. This is your job, this is Mom's job. It's such a great tool for teaching.
Just remember, safety is a big issue in the kitchen. Teach children about stovetops and other hot surfaces right away. And don't let them use cutting utensils unsupervised until you're sure they're old enough to take that responsibility.
As children get older, the tasks should reflect their increased developmental level and their increased abilities.
So heavy.
Cooking is one of the pleasures of life. Involving children in the process is just another way to spend quality time and to make sure they know you care.
Okay, so do I get some? Oh, come on.